Hello students, today we are going to start economics first lesson, that is the story of village Palampur, right. This lesson is saying about the economic activities and what are the resources required to that, what are the inputs required to that and how the production process takes place generally. These all things we are going to discuss. Okay. So, here the name is the story village Palampur. Now, let us talk about this village through which we are going to discuss various activities, various resources, various other things. Okay. So, a village Palampur is a small hypothetical village having about 450 families. Okay. Keep note of that. Of course, I think you should hold your rough notebook and your pen along with you, because the datas are there, whatever we are going to discuss, you must note down that, because end of the class or end of the session, definitely I am going to give you some activity to do and some homeworks also I am going to give you. Okay. So, village Palampur, it is having about 450 families. So, it is comprising the people, that is 450 families are living here, and it is 3 kilometers away from Raiganj big village. A big village is just near to that 3 kilometers, that means very near to that this Palampur village, isn't it? So, these are the very important points which you must note. Later on I am going to ask you also while approaching this lesson. Okay. So, Shahpur is the nearest town to the village. So, here I have given you 3 datas. One is 450 families, second is it is just nearby to a big village, that is Raiganj. Another data what I have given is that Shahpur is the nearest town to this village. It is a very big forte point for any village. It is a forte point if it is nearby to any of the big village or any of the big town, as it is the Palampur is. Okay. So, Shahpur is the nearest town to this village. Now, the village is well connected with the neighboring villages and towns. So, that means here we are getting the point that it is well connected, means it is having well transport system, and roads and communication system is also very well off. These are under behind, that is background, it is going on. These are we are not here, it is not being explored here, that how the roads are whether well developed or not, it is not said yet. But from the fact you have to judge that yes, if it is well connected with the neighborhood, means there is a well connected roads must be there. Okay. So, these are the points we must note. Okay. Now, let's next go to the next pic. Now, see the pic, and what is it written? That is written about the that is a feature, or you can say constructive feature about the village. So, the village is well developed system of roads, transport and irrigation facilities. The village has well developed system of roads, transport and irrigation facilities, and most of the houses are electrified. Got it? Most of the houses are electrified here, and it has 2 primary schools and 1 high school. So, get that. The very necessary things are all existing in this village. Whatever the basic necessary things for our life, these things are already present in this village. So, there is a government primary health center and a primary dispensary is also there in this village. So, these are the points, or you can say these are the positive points about this village, by which we can call this village as a developed village, because all the facilities what we need are there. Okay. Now, let us go for the next. See that already in the pic you can see that the roads, transport through pictorial form it is being shown, and see that roads and transports, then schools and health centers, then irrigation facilities and the electricity. Those all necessary things were being jotted down here and shown you through pictorial form, or you can say in the graphic form it is being shown you. So, you can keep it in mind, because these are coming in the form of short questions. Nowadays you know that MCQs are coming, along with this 1 marks question are also coming. So we don't know that in final in what form the question will come, but we should get ready for that, right? So let us go for the next. Okay, see here, now we are coming to the different issue or concept over this village. We have talked about what are the necessary things are existing there. Now see what is the occupation. Definitely farming is the main occupation or activity in village Palampur. So most of the people are dependent on farming for their livelihood. Let us see that what other activities are there, whether it is there or not. So here see, some non-farming activities are also there. Always remember, our Indian villages are always having their supplement income along with their farming activity, that is their main activity. So here also we are finding many of the non-farming activities such as dairy farming, small scale manufacturing, that is the activities of the weavers and potters. Don't think the women are also doing this pottery work or weaving work and all those things. So and transport etc. are also carried out on a limited scale. So these are the, you have to remember that what are the non-farming activities is there. Once again I am just recalling it, that is dairy farming, small scale manufacturing activities, transport and communication activities. So these are the different activities are being here give as a non-farming activities. Now let us see that. Here through pictorial form I have depicted here, that at least it will remain in your mind and it will be easy for you to remember those things. See, on the top left you can find that there is a dairy farming, then on the right side of the top you can see that transport system through bullock carts they are taking, so that is also one of the occupation of theirs. And then you can find at the left bottom that women were weaving, so this is one of the occupation, and the right bottom part you can see that pottery system. So this way there are various activities we can find inside this village. Now let us see the next. Now we will come to our bit in a different form. Organization of production. See the pic, it is written organization of production. Let me say you first, for producing anything we need some inputs, definitely we need some inputs, but merely the inputs are not enough. For that we human being skill, experiences, knowledge, all those things are also there, needed to make any product or any finished product, right? But if my skill is there, my experience is also there and my knowledge is also there, but it will be there within me and the items were being kept or the resources were being kept, do you think the product will come out? Do you think the product will come out? Of course not. For that I have to assimilate them, I have to coordinate them, I have to assemble them and coordinate them, then perhaps the finished products will come up. That is written here on the pic. You see the pic. As the term suggests, production organization is simply the manner in which you organize the process of production of goods and services. What I have said you, that is written here. Then the next point saying, it is through production organization that you are able to effectively coordinate the factors of production. So when you are coordinating them, when you are assembling them by using human being skill, experiences and knowledge, then only your finished product will come up. So next what we will talk about, required resources, because first I have said about that various resources will be there as an input. Okay, let us see that. These production activities needs various types of resources. What are those resources? Natural resources, man-made items, human effort, money, etc. So these are the things, in some way or the other, these are the inputs whatever the production we are doing, whatever the production, these things are obvious things, or you can say necessary things which are there as in the input form. Then as we read through the story Palampur, we will learn how various resources combine to produce the desired goods and services in the village. Now see that finished products. We have talked about that inputs, we have talked about our human skill. Now we are coming to the finished products. Resources or inputs which are used in the production process to produce output is called finished goods or services. So this is kind of, you can say, it is as a definition. You can take this data as your definition, you can learn it for your 1 mark question also. So these are very important definition, you can say, you can learn it. For example, here I have taken one biscuit. While biscuit manufacturing, let us see what are the resources what we are using. Biscuit is the finished products, right? But making biscuit, we need lot of resources as an input to give them. And not only that, let me come to the point. Now first point, what are the resources? Let us see first, after that we will talk. Wheat, flour, sugar, essence, edible oil, milk powder, ghee, salt. So these are the resources. When we are saying about resources means, you can also say them as a raw material, okay? Because when the finished products are coming, before that definitely the raw materials were being used in that. Then only and assimilated and as well as coordinated. After that the finished product is coming, right? So here also, as I have said you that wheat, milk powder, flour, ghee, sugar, salt, essence and edible colors were being given. Now think that, just imagine that I am a person, suppose you have given me these are the items, or you are a person, suppose I have given you these are the inputs, or you can say raw materials given to you, and I have said you just prepare a biscuit. Can you? Can you? Of course not, because you don't know how to make biscuit. If you know biscuit, how to prepare biscuit or make biscuit, then only you can add those things according to their proportion, then coordinate them, assemble them, and finally this biscuit will come up, okay? So this way all the finished products are coming after getting inputs or raw materials as well as human beings effort and their knowledge, skill, everything. Now let us go in detail, okay? So here also I have given in a graphic form, that is natural resources available for production, land here, then the human input into the production process is labor, then entrepreneurs organize factors of production and take risk. So enterprises, that means here they are using their capital, they are taking risk over there. They don't know that whether this product will become really catch the market or not, they don't know how much demand it will catch, but they are taking risk. That means they are investing their capital, money in that. So here the entrepreneur himself is a factor for us. Then another factor here is capital, what he is investing. So the 4 pillars of a production is land, labor, enterprises and capital. Okay, so let us go for detail. See here, again in a pictorial form, already I have given that 4 requirements for production of goods and services. One is your land, then labor, then knowledge and capital. These are the basic things which you must need whatever you are going to produce, okay? Maybe in a different form, but definitely you need it, okay? Now see here I said you land. The first requirement is land and other natural resources such as water, forest and minerals. These are very natural input, or you can say natural resources. So the land is the basic requirement for any of the production. Maybe that is agricultural production, maybe that your industrial production or your whatever you need, for that land is the first and foremost requirement or basic requirement. Other natural resources such as water, forest, minerals, these are also in a different form you need it. You can say that why the minerals we need, whether we need minerals or not in agricultural production. Yes, when you are giving fertilizer to that, when you are giving pesticides to that, insecticides to that, definitely you are taking the help of minerals. Chemicals are there. So that is why here also you are using minerals. And whenever you are talking about the industries, that time also we are directly dependent upon that mining resources. That is again on minerals. So it is one way or the other, whatever the production you are undertaking, you have to take this basic requirements in a different form. Now let us talk about another thing. Through PIC you can understand what I am going to say you, that production activities require highly educated workers to perform the necessary tasks. This is one issue. Then other activities require workers who can do manual work. So here also we need labor force, educated as well as uneducated labor. Different types of labor force we require. Whatever that work you are going to do, that is maybe the primary work, that is your agriculture and other village oriented work, non-farming activities, what we have seen, there also you need them. And if you are going to hold any industry or you want any software office or like that, up there also you need some trained, skilled engineers and workers to work. So finally we are coming to the conclusion that we need two types of labor, and that is inevitable part of production. So next let us see what are the other factors we are going to talk about. Okay, this is the another factor, that is your capital. When we were talking about this earlier PICs about different issues, that time also I said you that this capital is very important part of production. Again it is also inevitable part. Let us see. Physical capital, that is the variety of inputs required at every stage during production. So it is two types. One is our fixed capital, another is our working capital. So this way this capital is also very important part. See, through PIC you can understand. Here physical capital, you have see the photographs of that. That physical capital resources are the tools and the machines that human need to turn the natural resources into final products. Definitely we may have natural resources, but if we don't have this capital, then we can't turn them into a resource or you can turn them into a finished product. So in order to make them a finished product, you have to take the help of this two types of capitals. One I have talked about, that is your fixed capital. For example, chainsaws, trucks, factories, computers, drills, then mining rigs, etc. Chainsaws, trucks, factories, computers, drills, mining rigs, etc. So these are not that key one way, if you are purchasing them, if you are owning them, it will get changed. It will not get changed. So you can work over it or you can work with these tools for a long time. So that is why you can term them as a fixed capital. See that the definition of this fixed capital here I have given along with some pictorial form. So tools and machines range from very simple tools such as a farmer's plow to sophisticated machines such as generators, turbines, computers, etc. These are all coming under your fixed capital. Next, let us talk about tools, machines, buildings can be used in the production over many years, and so they are called fixed capital. I think now all of you are clear about it, that which are fixed capital and how they are inevitable part of a production process. Now one activity for you. I have decided a very few questions for you. that you will do very quickly. You are going to give me answer, and after that I have decided for some of the homeworks for you. Definitely when you are the senior classes, so you must do some homeworks, and these are the question. I have denoted the marks also beside that, then you can understand these are the questions coming also. Maybe sometimes they are getting twisted up, but on this topic the questions are regularly coming. So let us do this activity. I hope that you are with those rough notebook and your pen, you are ready. So let me now read out. I hope that you can do it, because already we have gone through various facts, whatever we have gone through, over that I have given you a very quick round of activity. I know that very fast you can do this, okay. I know that within a few seconds you are going to give me answer. So within this moment, once again reminding you also what are the things you have seen, that dash is the main activity of Palampur. I have shown you the pictorial form also, and generally it is happen in every village. People used to have this is the main activity, as I have shown you and as well as told you. Then I think you have written. Yes, let us go for the question number 2. Palampur is connected with dash, a big neighboring village. I am giving you hint that I told you that whenever a village is getting connected or very nearby to a big village or a big town, so definitely it is a positive point or forte point for the village. So here also this way our Palampur is also getting connected with a big village. What is that name? You have to recall and write here. Written? Okay. Now let us go for the question 3. Here I have given dash, dash, dash and dash are the sources needed for production activities. I think we have talked about, I have shown you through pictorial form. So you have to recall and you have to write. You have written? Yes, I know that you have written, because it is very easy, just recalling. I want to get the recalling feedback from you. Okay. Now let us go for the question number 4, that is dash are the fixed capital. Dash and dash are the fixed capital. So what are the fixed capital we have talked here? Similar any kind of other things also you can write, no matter. I have shown you 2 means you have to stick to that 2. No. You can write other also, but you have to apply this knowledge somewhere and you have to generate it. You have to analysis it that whether it is a fixed capital or working capital. So after that you can write here. Okay. So written? Okay. Now let us go for the question number 5. Dash is called as a working capital. I have given here one dash, and I told a lot about that. Working capital, about that I told a lot. I have shown you also 2-3 pictures and 2-3 times also I have told you and proof that it is very inevitable part, and I told you that it is the first and foremost part rather. So now I think you got the hint. Yes, I think you have written. So I have decided some homeworks also for you. Let me say you what are the questions I have decided for you. That is what are the other non-farming activities we can find in this in Palampur lesson. Okay. So I have shown you the slides, that is a pic, that is non-farming activities in a pictorial form as well as in graphic form also. Okay. Next is why human capital is essential, that I talked a lot about. So you have to, and that is carrying 3 marks. So at least 3 points you need to write here, okay, very specifically. Okay. Then who are the labor? You have to give the definition here. Then how many types of labors are there? That is also we have talked here. Okay. That is you have to write. Then how they are necessary or how they are essential part of production, you can take it. So this is carrying a 5 marks question. It is a 5 marks question. So here you are expected to write in this way, 1 plus 2 plus 2. This way your marks division will be there, and so 5 marks question it is. So you will write accordingly. Now let me reveal those answer what I have given you to do here. as an activity. Now see the answer here. Answer number 1, it is the farming is the main activity of Palampur, because the question has given what is the main activity. So here farming. Then I have asked you about that village, a big village which is connected with this Palampur. So that is Raiganj. Okay. Now the question number 3, I have asked you which are the inputs required. So natural resources and man-made. Man-made items, then human effort and money. I think I have given you 4 dash there. So you have to write here natural resources, man-made items, human effort and money. So these are the things you have to write there. Then question number 4, I have given you that which are the fixed capital, then it is given here tools and machines. And next I have given you again the question, that is which is the working capital. So answer is, it is money in hand, or you can say cash in hand. We are ending our session. Now it is your task to go through the lesson from your book. And one suggestion from my side, that immediately when you are getting this kind of classes or instructions from your teacher, you definitely go through the book. Okay, have to do self study, because otherwise you will forget all those things. But if you continue with your study, then definitely all those things whatever I have discussed here with you, you can understand immediately, and it will remain in your mind for a permanent memory. You will not forget, and you didn't have to mug up during the time of exam, and you didn't have to put lot of effort also, and without much of effort you will get good marks. Stay happy and stay safe.